Hello and welcome to a new diorama video. I haven't dropped one of these in like, what, a month or two? It's been a little bit. But this is the latest commission from somebody on Instagram. Thank you for purchasing this. And this is a Cybertron background. As you can tell, it's a battle scene. Got some background buildings. First up, let's talk about these buildings. So the feel that I wanted to give with these is like background buildings you would see in a comic book or even a cartoon. So I wanted to give the windows of the buildings that sort of background feel, like somebody's drawing in something, but you can't see all of the details because it's so far away. And that also factored into the size, making them a lot smaller than they would actually be when you're up close to a building like this. So I made them a lot shorter and smaller because obviously the idea of them is background buildings and they're supposed to be miles and miles and miles away. And I think I achieved that pretty well. And it'll look even better when somebody has more space, unlike me, when I have to put stuff like this on a desk at times. First up, this building, everything is magnetized, even the little antenna pieces here. They're on magnets, as you can see. They're just glued in. Both of them are held together like that. And on the side pieces here, on both side pieces, they're held in via magnets, as you can see. There's that side. And then the back of it is like this. That's how that looks. And there is that side with the magnets. Everything is painted from top to bottom. You know how I do. For my people who want to buy something from me, I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. And then this building, it's got this dome top that's been blown off from war, which I thought it was a nice touch. I really like the way I added that. And this one has the yellow windows on both sides. And then this one is torn off, which is pretty cool. Love the line work on this one. I think it came out very nice. Love the shading and paint work. And held together via magnets again, like that. And for both walls, I'm only going to show one wall with the magnets because you'll get the idea. It's that, and then that for that magnet. And put this back on. Now for the wider one, I want to go for like something where it's top and totally got blown off by a bomb or something. So this is basically what I came up with for the top. There's the sides of it. Very nice. Really like the way those details came out. And once again, the sides are held together via magnets. There's that. And there's the back fully painted. Same with this one. I forgot to show that off, but yes, it is fully painted, this one. And then lastly, the biggest and tallest building of the four. This one also has the yellow windows on both sides. And it's got that sort of antenna piece that I did too. I love the angled top I did. It was a bit tricky trying to figure out the measurements, but obviously it all worked out in the end, and I really love the details that I did on this. I love these buildings. These are my favorite sort of Cybertronian buildings that I've done. And now for the ground itself. Got all sorts of details from gunfire, bombs, fighting, all sorts of stuff, whatever your mind wants this to be. All sorts of line work and panel work all along here. Really love the way this came out. And for the paint, what I did was I did a black coat first. Then I did some gray over it, then finally the silver as the main color, which is what the person wanted for the overall color scheme. And the floor piece, I said please. The floor piece, ugh, I can't talk, splits in half like this. It's held together with some magnets on both sides, as you can see there. Still got a little bit of work to do on these two magnets to connect better, but that's basically how it's going to look in the end. There's some minor touch-ups I want to do before I send this off, so this isn't going to be exactly the look, but just some minor things I still want to work on with this. And now onto the rubble. I did some different colored ones. You could see some purple, and I used Sculpt-A-Mold for some of these pieces, like this one, these two, these ones, and then the tops of these is a mix of foam and Sculpt-A-Mold. Sculpt-A-Mold, this is Sculpt-A-Mold, then some in here. You can see I did different colors within the rubble. There's some green and blue in here. There's some red, blue, green, red and yellow, purple, red, green, blue, all sorts of colors. This is green. I like the way that came out. And then this little piece here got some red and purple on it. Very nice. And then this piece, sort of like a cargo crate or box that got all beaten up. And I used a one of those heat guns, I think it's called, to make these details right here and right here. And I like to put it on top of this for that sort of look. You can do it out however the person will want to do it, obviously. But that's basically what I did with that. And there's this rubble piece with a purple part up top there. And then this piece is interesting. It's at this angle, which I thought was pretty cool. I got this from an IDW comic. It was on the cover, Cybertron Battleground with Optimus and stuff. And it's held together with magnets. There's a magnet there, magnet here. And then, yeah, it just stands up. And then this little circular detail raised from the ground here is EVA foam, much softer foam. I just cut it out. And for scaling, here is Earthrise Double Dealer. So yeah, it's a nicely sized piece. You could do whatever you want. You could split these floors in half and use this floor, or put these on top of each other, or just use this floor. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Some of these rubble pieces I didn't touch on yet. There's some of these that you could like put on top of each other, like this. You could do something like that. Put this one on top of there. As like beams that fell on top of each other. I think that looks pretty cool. Just the whole scenery when I glide the camera across it with the battleground. I really like the way this came out. This is probably one of my favorite Cybertronian type stuff that I've done. Really like the way these came out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just showing off these last rubble pieces for y'all. And these two, these you could stack together like that. There's two of them. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover in this video. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for some more fire content. Bye.
Congratulations, you have made it to the end of this video.